Welcome to TJ and Jodi's house.
So is this 2 podcasts in 2 weeks?
Yes.
2 weeks in a row?
2 weeks in a row. Yeah.
It's too much.
It is too much for you, I know.
Too much.
Uh-huh.
Let me tell you what we do right before we start recording this podcast. We go on and watch the Sweet Dreams furniture and mattress videos that they make, you know, for their advertisements and things on their social medias and all. And you know what I like about them?
What?
Is that they go for it.
They do.
You know what I mean? In the comedic sense.
Uh-huh.
You know, I saw Will Ferrell's wife in an interview one time, and she said that it doesn't matter what it is. If he feels like it's going to be funny, he'll go as far as he can take it. And that's what, especially that Greg.
Yes.
That Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Yes.
But, you know, they all do it. It's just like a little improv troupe is what they are.
It looks like a fun place to work.
But is it? Is it? So they have their big Father's Day stuff, big sale for Father's Day. 50% off outdoor furniture. They have those rocking Adirondack chairs that are marked way, way down.
Yes.
They look fantastic. You know, last week I said I want one in the living room, and I mean that. I would sit in it all the time. And then what else?
15% off all recliners.
That's right, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because dads like recliners.
Yes.
And
So many things.
I don't know. I just feel like, you know, I need to go and put my name on a couple of things.
You mean for a gift?
Yeah, for Father's Day.
Oh, okay.
I'm a father.
Okay.
I mean, I've been a happily married single dad for years. For 25 years now. So I deserve an Adirondack rocker.
Sure.
And a new recliner.
Sure.
And
Outdoor furniture.
Patio set, yes.
Yeah.
I deserve it all. So they got great delivery service as well, all over the Charlotte area. Several locations. The outlet store is now a regular location. It's not an outlet anymore, right?
Right.
So they're just growing all over the place.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I think they should say, "Here we grow again."
Ooh.
Nobody's ever said that.
I'm gonna pop into the one that they've made a store and is not an outlet. I'm gonna pop into there and check that out this week.
Well, it's kind of rude just to pop over.
Well, I'm gonna pop over.
You need to let them know you're coming.
Because I think my friend Libra works over at that one now.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go say, "Hey, Libra."
You think she was born in October?
Possibly.
I mean, my name, if we did that, would be Virgo, right? But if you weren't born under that sign, would you be named that sign? I don't know. Maybe so. Maybe that would be something that would catch people off guard.
Right.
Like you're an Aries, aren't you, Jodi? If I know anything about you,
Yes.
I know you're an Aries.
Yes.
So, I mean, that would be like if I called you Sagittarius.
Yeah.
Sagittarius. Capricorn. All right, so go to Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture's website. You get there through tjriggins.com/mattress. It's Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Sounds like a sweet deal to me. Okay. We have had a big, I wouldn't say weekend because we only get one day now that I'm working 7 jobs.
Yeah, true.
But we had a lot of fun yesterday, but you said that because Jodi and I don't see each other as much anymore.
It's weird.
I work at night now. I do a kind of a political talk show on the news talk station in Charlotte. So I'm in Charlotte every evening. But we don't have a lot of time together anymore, which I'm sure you're happy about.
No, I'm not.
You know?
It's weird.
So she said that before the podcast today that she did something this week that I didn't even know about, which would be easy to do since we don't.
Not that I did.
Something
happened to me.
Something happened to you. Okay. Well, what was it?
So, I mean, I realize I'm in my 50s, okay?
Well into your 50s.
Okay. And I went to Walgreens to get our son some medicine. He's been so sick this week. And so I popped in there to get some medicine on Tuesday, I think. And the lady at the counter said, "Oh, okay. Are you a senior?" And I froze.
She meant in college.
And I go, "Not quite yet." And she goes, "Oh, okay, because seniors get a discount on the first Tuesday of the month."
Well, what is a senior? Am I a senior?
55
I'm
and
a
up.
senior, right? Yeah, because I'm 55 and up.
Which then I made a mental note. The first Tuesday of every month, I'm going to send you in there because you get 20% off.
Yeah, why don't you just send me to one of those communities to get a cheaper house?
But I walked out of there and I thought, oh my gosh. I mean, I don't know. I realize that it's, I'm that age, but when you don't feel that age, and when I still look in the mirror and see the girl that wore hot sticks in her hair and was young,
and Esprit.
Yes, all the
Wasn't
fun
that
things.
You used to wear Esprit,
yes. Yeah. But whatever. I am clearly a senior, almost. I told her. I said, "Not quite yet." And she goes, "Oh, okay." Then looking at me like, "Sure."
Sure, Miss Bleach Blonde.
I know.
But has it always been 55? It seems like when we were kids, a senior was 65.
I know. That's what I thought. 55?
I wonder if that old liberal AARP had something to do with lowering it.
I don't know, but I thought the same thing because I got in the car. Of course, I sat there and pondered. I was like, oh, my gosh. And then I look in the mirror like, I guess I look like a senior. And then I thought, I don't remember 55 being a senior when we were younger with our parents and stuff.
Well, 15 years ago, the girl was cutting my hair when I had hair. That's how long ago it was.
Yeah.
And remember, I said that hit me in the face, but I didn't care. I thought it was funny because she was cutting my hair, and I said, "Yeah, I may be getting a little too old to be doing, this kind of hairstyle and all of that." And she goes, "No, not at all. I try to get my dad to do stuff with his hair that's different."
I know. Or,
all right,
hey.
so then I was 40, and she was, at that time, you know who I'm talking about, gymnastics girl.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Chelsea,
yeah. Uh-huh. She was in her early 20s, so technically I could have been her dad.
Sure.
100%. But that hit me. It was like, oh, my God.
I know. Well, that's kind of how I was this week. But I don't know why, because...
It happened to you at 53. It happened to me at 40.
But I'm 54. But thank you.
Yeah, you did just turn 54. Didn't you?
But before that, what were we? Was I 50? Was I even 50 when we were on the beach and somebody thought that was our grandbaby?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That little boy thought we were. The parents said those aren't your grandparents.
Yeah, he said, and that's not Nana and Pop Pop, because the little toddler was running towards us on the beach. Right.
It is what it is, but it's just it kind of was a punch in the gut. I'm not gonna lie. I think
everybody I went all through school with now may be grandparents. I think
a lot of people I did too. You and I know.
We could be grandparents. Our daughter's 25.
True. 100% could.
Well, and hell, boy's 22, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, do we want to address our
yeah, we will. We
things?
will.
Okay. Our animals, our pets?
We won't have time in this segment.
Okay.
Or as we call it in the radio business, this break. See, you would think that breaks are when you take a break from the programming, but in radio, a break is what you do with the content. Then the other thing is they call it a stop set, or we call it a stop set. So what you call, when you're listening to the radio, what you call commercials, we call a stop set. Or if you call it a break, it's a stop set. If we're talking like this, it's called a break. Okay? So here's what we're about to do. We're about to end the break and start the stop set.
I feel like I was just in school listening to a professor that I tuned out.
Well,
just saying.
Well, don't you tune out the stop set. That's how we make money to keep your hair from being gray. All right, we got more coming up.
More from TJ and Jodi's house coming up. Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. Watch the TJ and Riggins Show with new Carolina-specific content, deals, and more. Available to check out every weekday. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
So by now, you've probably heard me talk about Mandu Charlotte, and ooh, it's my latest obsession. I love it, and it's only 15 minutes out of your day, and it feels like and looks like you've been in the gym for hours. What it is, they put electromuscle stimulation vests on you. You do little workout, 15-minute simple moves, but the vest stimulates your muscles, and I'm telling you, tones, lengthens, strengthens. You're going to look better, you're going to feel better, you're going to achieve those weight loss goals. Check out Mandu Charlotte, and your first one is free. Go to tjriggins.com/fitness.
TJ and Jodi's house.
Okay, so welcome back. And last week on the podcast is when we had the whole big surprise of things flying around in our attic. Bugs.
Ew.
We were worried that it was a beehive in the wall. We were worried that it could be a hornet's nest up there and all of that. If you didn't see last week's podcast, go watch it because it's kind of unnerving because we'll be talking and then all of a sudden stop and just look around like...
And you went up in the attic after we finished. Said you didn't see anything.
Right.
I went outside all around the house, which led me to go get a stick with the brush on the top and knock down cobwebs because I was so freaked out. That made me spiral, so I had to do that.
Yeah, because, spiders make a lot of noise when they're flying around in the attic.
I still don't like spiders. And so then we called a service to come out. Was that Monday? Yeah, Monday morning I called. They didn't come till Tuesday. And the guy came, looked around, went up in the attic, came back down. And he said, and we were hearing the buzzing still really loud.
Yeah.
He said there was 5 or 6 dead wasps up there laying there. He did not see a nest of any kind. I don't know. Looked all around. Said that he was going to have somebody come out to spray. I don't know if it deters. I don't know what it does.
Some kind of treatment that we had to sign a contract for. And,
okay, so anyway, he comes out to spray on Wednesday. You weren't here, a different guy, and I'm talking to him, and I said, he said there was no nest or anything, but I mean, are you for sure there's no nest or nothing built into the wall? He said no, he would have seen it. He goes, but another thing it could be, and they see a lot of, is that the queens or whatever, not queen, the mama comes in and lays a nest.
lays eggs.
Lays eggs in the winter, leaves, and then when these little wasps are born, they don't know how to get out, where the mother knows how to get out, and then it's 2,000 degrees up there, and so they're dying.
So whatever they treated it with is supposed to keep the wasps from coming in to the house.
Because they're coming
However,
through
they're
the
coming
eave,
under the,
I think.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm still hearing buzzing
I don't
in the
hear
ceiling.
it. I haven't heard it.
But, I'm glad we signed on a contract, though. So that's the important thing.
Yeah, I hate that.
We have a contract now. Because...
They're going to come out 6 times a year, every other month.
what, the wasps?
No.
Oh, the people.
But we have unlimited calls to them. So
Yeah.
if you're hearing it, I'll call them back.
Okay. Well, didn't you say it takes a little while for all of them to die, or now that the ones that were in the house can't get out?
Yeah,
Right?
right.
Because of whatever they spray. Some kind of force field that they sprayed out there.
He
It's
looked
an
like
invisible force field that wasps can't get through.
he did look like Ghostbusters because he had his backpack with the blow thing, like what you do for grass, and it had like a powder shooting out of it.
It was probably dry shampoo.
Because he did it in our screen porch, and it did look like dry shampoo.
Did it smell good?
I didn't go out there. I was like, ooh.
So is that supposed to keep wasps from building nests under the house outside?
I didn't get into all that.
It should.
Well, What?
You know, it should keep wasps from building nests out under the roof outside.
Like that thing we had last year.
That was a hornet's nest, but yeah, maybe.
Ooh. Remember that guy
But
we
just
showed
regular
him?
wasp nests. We always get little wasp nests on the corners of the, in the
A little
eaves of
dirt
the house.
dauber looking.
No, wasps.
Oh, are they?
Wasps with the red wasp. They make little nests like this.
Or they look
Some
like
of
clay?
them get really big. No,
Oh,
they look like,
holes.
yeah.
Ugh. Mm-hmm. All of it's
And I
nasty.
go out there with the wasp. I got that wasp spray and shoot them with that.
Uh-huh.
And they die instantly.
Yeah. I have not heard the buzzing, but if you say you
That's
have.
because she's been buzzing herself.
I have not been
drinking a lot.
buzzing. Please.
Getting a lot of drinking in.
Yeah. Right.
But you haven't really been up here much,
Yeah,
have
I was up here all day on Thursday.
you? What? It took you all day to clean up here?
Listen, y'all, I don't normally come clean up here. I let the boys handle up here because that's who's up, in this area. But I came up here because our son had gone to the doctor, and I thought, I'm going to wash his sheets and everything while he's at the doctor. And
He got strep throat.
one thing led to another, and I ended up just scrubbing everything. Because when somebody's sick, you just can't stand it.
And is strep throat contagious?
Trick throat. I don't know.
It is, isn't it?
I don't probably. But as a mother, you just do what you got to do.
Well, no, I didn't say you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I was just wondering if strep throat is contagious. And I don't even think he's got strep throat.
I know. I think he's got other stuff.
He's got COVID is what he's got.
But the cough has been horrendous.
Okay, because here's the thing. He went to the doctor. They ran a strep throat test. They ran COVID. They ran flu. None of them showed that they were positive. And then the doctor looked at his throat and said, "You've got strep throat. I don't care what the test says."
No, the test is maybe too early.
Yeah. So then he comes home and then he develops this cough. And,
so
just
bad.
bad. And
And he
I
never
said
gets sick.
he sounded like he's got the COVID. Well, they ran a COVID test and it was negative. I said, so was the strep throat test.
Yeah. But
I've been kicked COVIDs twice or more, 2 or 3 times. So I know about COVID.
yeah. So his cough gets out of control, of course, at night. So I know y'all probably heard this, but I had him try it where you put Vicks rub on your bottoms of your feet with socks. He said it helped.
Helped with what?
The cough. It calmed his cough down.
That's what the old wives' tales
I
say
guess.
that it helps with a cough, or supposed to help you
Cough.
breathe.
Breathe, you put it on your chest.
Okay.
The cough, there's something, if you put it on your bottoms of your feet with socks, it's supposed to help the cough. And he said it did.
Okay. Well, if you are a doctor, I would really like to know if there is anything to that.
Probably not.
I mean, it could be. Remember, we have a brilliant ear, nose, and throat doctor. I mean, when I say that, I mean he's a super genius person in general, not just when it comes to ear, nose, and throat. And the first time I mentioned those earwax candles to him, I thought he was going to come unglued.
He didn't like it.
He said that is one of the biggest scams that people fell for, thinking that was cleaning out your ears. He said there's nothing in that. And people still swear by it. Oh, my ears are getting stopped. I need to get that ear candle. Like, what? If you're young, it's it looks like a really tall, spiral honeycomb kind of thing. And you stick it down in your ear and then you light it and it smokes. And so it burns down, and it's supposed to be that the smoke goes into your ear and cleans out all the wax. And then you can see it, all the wax coming out of your ear.
Ugh.
But it's not ear wax, it's the wax from the thing that you just melted into your ear. So it doesn't do anything to clean your ears. It actually, they say, is harming people's ears, if anything.
I do that once a year. I'll go to the doctor and
I thought
get it.
you were going to say the ear
No. I go to the doctor and let him flush it, and it is the best feeling.
I need to do that, but they always say I don't need it.
Ooh, I did.
Yeah, you do.
But you know what? My
You're
mistake
nasty.
was I clean my ears out every day, and you shouldn't.
Yeah,
do,
you
you
pack it in
shouldn't
there.
do that. Yeah, they just say do the edge.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was packing it in there and then couldn't hear.
You can't hear. You can't hear.
No.
All right, so we got to take a break, and
I felt like we just did a medical podcast.
I know we did. Well,
Dr. Beams.
we did a medical podcast without a doctor. Usually they'll interview a doctor or somebody.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So we got more coming up. Hang on.
More next. Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. The easiest way ever to get everything TJ Riggins all in one place. The new Media Center is the easy way to access everything we do. The radio family asked for it, and now it's here. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
It's been a while since I changed the decor in my house, and I looked around the other day and thought, I need to go to Lily and Grace. So that's just what I did. I went to Lily and Grace, I found new pillows, I found some cute decor, and some rugs. And not only that, they have gifts, they have bedding. You can even design your own pillows and make your own rugs. It's incredible. And if you're confused about which direction to go, Robin, the owner, will even come to your house and guide you with it. So check out Lily and Grace today at Langtree in Mooresville.
TJ and Jodi's house.
You know, I just love when we have an opportunity, Jodi, with our little podcast here to educate people. You know, we're very educational. First of all, that is a pretty peach colored shirt you're wearing there.
Thank you.
Isn't that peach?
Yeah, I would say more of a
More
sherbet orange.
Sherbet.
Sherbet orange.
Okay, well, it's pretty.
Thank you.
Are you going somewhere when we're finished recording?
Probably not. If I do, it's going to be an exciting trip to the grocery store.
Well, let me tell y'all, she dresses it up for y'all on this podcast because she even puts on parfum just in case y'all can smell her through the speakers.
I always
and
put
the,
on stuff.
And I know, but I'm just saying, even if you're not going anywhere, you do it for the listeners and viewers. Going the extra mile. Super serving.
Maybe I'm doing it for you.
Super serving. Oh,
How about a thank you?
oh, thank you.
How about you smell nice?
I just complimented you on your shirt.
Okay. Oh, you don't like my smell?
I do, but
Oh.
that was a different point I was trying to make about your smell.
'Cause
But
that's-
thanks for messing it up.
Because that smell is one of the things you got me for Mother's Day.
Yes, I got it. I was trying to make a different point with the listeners,
That I'm
but
making.
you screwed it up. So we may even need to start this segment over.
Ooh, whoopsie.
So what we educate people on is one thing that we can educate you on today is our daughter has lived in Nashville for 7 years. She went to college there, and now she lives and works there as an adult. And we've been to Nashville a lot, you know, for people who don't live in Nashville. You know, we've been there a lot.
Tons.
And when Kid Rock's bar first opened in down there in the middle of everything, how old was the bar when we went and you had my 50th birthday there? It was 5 years ago. Was it pretty new then?
I don't think it was pretty new. Was it?
I think
Maybe
it was.
a couple years,
I think it was pretty new.
I don't know.
But anyway, it's grown to be known as one of the best of those celebrity bars
Yeah.
down there.
Best music.
Yeah. And what do they call that area? The
Broadway.
Broadway, yeah. Well, when we go now, we don't go down there. When we go visit our daughter, we go to other places that are fun and all that. We try not to go down there because it's so crazy. But where is his new restaurant that he opened?
I don't know.
And it's a restaurant more than a bar, right? Does he
Yes.
still have the other one?
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. And it's still one of the best ones to me on Broadway.
But this is just a Kid Rock themed restaurant and bar. And
Detroit, I think, style or something.
yeah, which I mean, when I think about the finer things of cuisine and whatnot, I think Detroit.
Yeah.
But it's not getting good reviews for saying that the food is bad and all.
Yeah, I saw a lot of comments. I mean, there was a lot of 1-star reviews, calling it trash food, and then somebody said on there, yeah, and they served Bud Light, and isn't he against that?
Not anymore. They made up.
Oh, that's cute.
I haven't made up.
But
he made up with them, and so have a lot of people.
Now, on the other side of this, I think the grand opening was this week before the CMA Fest, and restaurants do go through a hard time when they're first open. And honestly, that was kind of crazy to open a new restaurant the week of that CMA Fest, because that place is bombarded. Our daughter told me today on the phone, she of course didn't go anywhere near it, but she said that she thinks this was the most people that have been there for that in a long time.
Can you imagine being up in the middle of all that?
No.
And you love country music.
I love country music, but I don't want to be in the middle of that. I'll tell you where I did want to be this weekend that I didn't get to go. To the Savannah Bananas. They were here for 2 nights.
You wouldn't have wanted to go to that?
Yes, I would.
You want to go to it now that you've seen what people have posted about it, but we've always liked. I know we've always liked the little clips of the Savannah Bananas and all of that. But you remember when we watched an entire game on ESPN one night, and we said the whole game was too much. That just watching the little bits and all that.
I think if I was there, I would love it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't like the Savannah Bananas being in town Friday because it took me an hour and 40 minutes to get to my second job that night in the city.
I knew that was going to be bad.
But you know what? I am so happy for that guy and his wife that started Savannah Bananas. You know, for a while he lived on they had an apartment or a little house or something, and they had an air mattress was all they had in it. Man. They had put everything they had into.
I just love that.
He's a promotions person, you know.
I love it.
Yeah, so now they're playing like 2 nights at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte.
Yeah.
Sold out.
I saw some
That's
clip
like
of him.
Garth Brooks kind of numbers.
I saw some clip of him where I guess when he started to manage baseball teams or whatever, how this all came about. He said Gastonia, but I don't know. Okay, it was here. Mm-hmm. And he had $200-something in his bank account, and he couldn't pay himself for 4 months. I mean, I'm thrilled for him and his family. That makes me so happy.
I think that the story goes, and I'm not positive about this, but he wanted to start the whole thing and have it here.
Oh, really?
And something happened. They didn't think it was a good idea or something, and that's when he went to Savannah.
Okay.
To do it.
Wow.
And then it's just exploded.
I think it's fantastic. Mm-hmm. Love it.
Yeah. So if you don't know what it is, it's these really good baseball players, and it's like more along the lines of Harlem Globetrotters, but being baseball. Mm-hmm. And they're really good looking dudes. They're all in great shape, and they play a mock game against another team that travels with them, and they do the silly things like the game will break out into a big dance number quite often, and arguing with the umpires, and
the umpires even dancing.
Yeah, it's all a big show. The whole thing is it's just a big traveling show.
Kids, there were so many kids, and I think that's awesome. It's for families. I love it.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
really good.
Yep.
Meanwhile, we're still trying to eke out a living with this podcast.
maybe our story will be next.
Yeah. They hit it
They'll
big.
say, "Yay them!" Do you remember when they had critters in their attic that were so big they could carry backpacks?
Yeah, they hit it big right before they were too old to work anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, well.
That's okay.
Good for the banana fella, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good for him.
I think it's fantastic.
Yep. Yeah. You know what you call that? Capitalism. Living the American dream. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Living the American dream. But we got several jam-packed weekends coming up. Got a wedding in Charleston. We're all going to that. Then Boy and I are going to the Braves game the next weekend in Atlanta. And then the next weekend is an event that I'm doing with my other job, my second job. I can't say what it is because I don't know if they've announced everything yet, but it's a big event that we're doing that weekend. So,
and next weekend's Father's Day.
Piling on. You know, bring it on. Something's got to hit Savannah Banana style sooner or later. You know, you throw that much bait in the water, sometimes you're bound to get a bite at some point, you know.
You know what? God has a plan. I'm just sitting here waiting on it.
Yeah.
Been waiting on it about 4 years now, but he does, and I have full faith in that.
Yeah, but maybe the plan is to get out of this house because that's why he's sent all the locusts in here that we think are wasps. It's a plague.
Oh, goodness.
All right, well, that's it for this week.
Oh, we're already finished?
Yep, that's it. Now get in that kitchen. Make me some supper.
I don't have anything to make.
I know. That's why I was all excited thinking that you got perfumed up to go to the grocery store.
I am.
Yeah, that's all right. I can eat I don't know, I think I saw one leftover biscuit from last week in there.
There's
That'll
a little bit
fine.
of lettuce in there.
Oh,
Have at it.
And arugula. Could we get some arugula?
Yeah.
Spice it up?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll talk to you next week. Thank you for watching and listening and doing all the things.
All the things.
That's it for this week's edition of TJ and Jodi's House. Take care, and we'll see you next week.
The TJ and Riggins Show is available to stream every weekday around 7 a.m. Eastern at tjriggins.com. Stream on your phone, on your iPad, in your car, on your laptop at work, or from your smart home devices. And if you can't listen live, that's not a problem. Listen later as a podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Amazon Music, or at tjriggins.com. The Week in Review, Group Therapy, Extra Funny Podcast, the TJ and Jodi's House podcast. So many great things to listen to every day of the week. Listen live or listen later at tjriggins.com. It's easier than ever to enjoy the show. tjriggins.com.
Hey, it's TJ, and the people at Cozy Earth are thrilled with all the people who have bought that bubble cuddle blanket that I've been promoting. And as you know, I get a special discount for you, the highest discount that any influencer gets, which is 41% off when you use the code TJ at checkout. People are also loving the bamboo bedding and pajamas. A lot of celebrities like those, but that doesn't matter. I like them. I'm the only celebrity you need to worry about. Go to tjriggins.com/deals. Use the code TJ at checkout for that big 41% discount on everything at Cozy Earth.
The TJ Riggins 24/7 Carolina stream is available in the Media Center at tjriggins.com. Sponsored by R. Gregory Jewelers in Statesville. Go to tjriggins.com/diamond. At R. Gregory Jewelers, we speak diamond.